and welcoming the Hathors, and welcome them, and whenever you're ready you can take it away and speak whenever you'd like.
This is Barbara, and the first image I saw was of a bird, like a falcon, and which surprised me. I thought, what is that about? And as I asked about that, it felt like I saw beneath that image, I saw a hawk, kind of much more simple and fluid and kind of dancing rhythmically with scarves, colored scarves, and holding some flowers. And the falcon is their first guard. They put up guards and shields too, of strength and power. But it's a beautiful blending with their softness and their delight in dancing flowers.
That shield is really interesting. Could you tell us more about that? And
the field?
The shield and the falcon?
Yeah, well, yes. Looking at that, yeah, it's got big falcon legs with claws and wonderful eyes. Whoa, they're just piercing, wise eyes. And they look like those Egyptian eyes. I've seen images with a dark liner almost, but this falcon has a little bit of those eyes. And those eyes are all seeing, all wise, all knowing, and they pierce to the heart of things.
Mm. Wow.
So that's kind of what the shield is. It's almost like it's both arrow and shield. It's both. Kind of yin-yang. And when it pierces to the heart of things, I almost saw like something being pierced, and it was like this rose, with little drops of dew or blood, because it's just so sweet, so essential to the ecstasy of a rose. Or whatever is being pierced, of absolute delight in the beauty of a rose or whatever would be pierced.
So if they wanted to teach us something from their ways, what do you think that would be?
This is Thomas. They have very large ears, and so I think listening is a very important stillness and listening.
Mm-hmm.
This is Nan, what I'm seeing is the first image is something in front of them is as the other person said, somebody guarding, somebody who's powerful and intimidating and but benevolent towards us. And behind that, I see images dancing with flowers, kind of like a Highland dance. And they are saying that my sense is that they are very comfortable in who they are, and they know that they are powerful, and they accept that in themselves.
Yeah, they're not afraid of it, are they?
No, they're not.
Mm-mm.
They're very comfortable in it.
They're very proud.
Yes.
This is Mary Helen, and I saw the image of the crescent moon when you introduced us to them, and this crescent moon began to swing like a scythe, as in seeing wheat cut or grains cut from the earth. And this rocking motion is continuing, rocking, very rhythmic, very rocking us and it as well. The feeling of this being a initiation of a gathering, a time of harvest, a time of us being gathered and graced by this knowledge, by this experience.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And what do you think the harvest is all about? The harvest.
It is the richness, it is what it feels like, is the recognition of souls, of our awakening to this greater awareness, to this new, like planting more seeds, gathering this up and then being able to continue this, as this would be a way to then reseed the earth with this bounty, with this treasure that we are, that it's, I don't know, it's hard to explain.
You got it. Keep going.
Okay. But these seeds, they are in each and every one of us. It's awakening these energy centers in the body, and cells. They're growing, they're multiplying, and they are creating this, it's like a new race, if you will. A new sense of body, a new sense of human.
Yeah, and what does that look like? Go ahead.
Greater connection with Earth.
Say again?
A better connection with Earth. We chose to be here now, so make full use of it. So we connect to the Earth more intimately and bring heaven down onto Earth.
Yes, that is what I see too. A connection to the absolute beauty of the Earth, because it's through the beauty of it all that we connect also to this higher vibration of seeing and knowing. And they are very pleased with so much of this happening all over the Earth. And they see it a lot in women and girls, but in all.
Does anyone see the picture of their hands taking seeds and sprinkling seeds onto the earth? Does anyone see that picture?
And the increasing knowledge that we create with our wherever we go with our minds, our bodies, our fingers, our hands, we create. And the growing awareness and knowledge that we can create with intention. And as we turn toward the light and turn toward beauty, that's more of what we'll create.
Yeah.
So where we put our eyes and our vision is very important.
Right. And I want to go back to a picture that Thomas showed us about listening and their big ears. What's that?
Always. In gardening the actual food crops, and tending to the actual apple trees, and making sure the water is clear and pure, but also in the use of the mind and the heart. And wherever we tend with radiance and joy and light and creativity and beauty, it will multiply, and that's what we'll grow more of. And they know that we are tuning into that we are starting to manifest that, and they are delighted.
Barbara, let's go to channeling now, and just even if you can just say one sentence of what they would like to tell us. Can you do that? Can you start? What do they want to say? Just trust and relax your body. Barbara, can you say something? Are you there? Can you hear me? Oh, I think we lost her. Can anyone else hear me?
Yes.
Okay, great. Who's that?
Mary Helen.
Oh, hi. Okay. Does anyone else want to try channeling a sentence? Barbara, are you back? Can you hear me?
I got just a simple phrase. Let go of the past, be in the eternal moment now.
Nice. Anyone else hear anything?
I'm not hearing, I'm just feeling that they're telling me to go deeper. They're taking my energy down deeper than I felt comfortable in my body before.
Nice.
Barbara?
Oh, there you are. Can you hear me, Barbara?
In with the group?
Can you hear me, Barbara? Huh. Guess she can't hear me. Go ahead, Barbara. Can you hear?
Hello?
We can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can now.
Oh, okay.
What happened?
I don't know what happened. All of a sudden you were gone, but you're right on the brink of channeling, so I was asking if you wanted to say a sentence for what they wanted to tell us.
Okay, well, yeah, my phone went sort of strange. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, now I can hear you. I'm glad you're back.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, weird. Well, I felt like there was a trumpet being blown. Hear ye, hear ye. And they're saying, welcome to the new age upon the earth. It is arising now. The seeds have been planted and are starting to just grow. Little shoots are coming up. And those who grab hold of these flowers and this growth will find a way upon the earth that is unlike anything you've known before. And it will be essential for your strength because changes are happening. And as never before, the harnessing of your mind and of your heart, of your vision, with your power of intention will bring much peace and much joy to the world around you, because there will be also suffering and change. So don't lose faith. Keep going with your awareness and your knowledge and your knowing. Blow the trumpets. Blow the trumpets announcing all the things that are joyful. And when you call, you will be answered. Your answers will light up the world. They will come from all the corners of the world. You will find a unity in this that will be absolutely amazing. It will kind of blow your mind that there'll be so many of you dancing in all parts of the world and communicating the same positive message.
And I just got that when you're dancing, you'll be doing the tango.
Rascal.
Yeah.
Thomas is channeling Robin Sage, not the Hathors.
And you are gardeners. You are master gardeners. Commence to think of yourself as master gardeners. Please. As master gardeners, you know how to prune. So you will prune that which is no longer useful. You will cast it away. You will cut it off. And you will nurture and grow the things that bring beauty and bring joy. It is that simple, that focused, that intentional. Do not be sidetracked. And let it be known. Do not hide this. The more you speak out, the more you let it out, the more you will find resonating echoes. And pay attention to colors. Colors will be healing. Pay attention to flowers and herbs. They will be healing. And sound and music. So many things that heal, not just your own body or the body of your loved one, but the whole planet. The flowers, the trees, and the fish that swim. And honor the variety of forms this takes. Drumming somewhere, dancing or tango somewhere else. And you will harness the desert. There will come glittering things from the desert. We are the Hathors, and we say you have made great strides. You have finally come to a place of fruition. The chance to see new things born upon the earth. And you will learn to dance in unity with beings of benevolence in other realms. We have great love for you, and we want to see you succeed and radiate peace and joy. So know that we are here for you.
Thank you.
You hope. I thank you.
You can continue.
I am done.
Thank you very much. Thank you to Barbara and to the Hathors. Is there anyone else that wants to continue this channeling?
Picking up on what she channeled, the pruning and cleaning.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, I got a big expansion of energy in me. That was a resonating truth that's applicable to all of us right now. To clean, prune, conserve, contain, simplify.
Yes.
To cast away all the things that we know no longer serve us.
Yeah.
That's it.
Absolutely. Dan, I can see that you have a really nice connection with the Hathors. Would you like to tell us anything that they're telling you?
It's just a very peaceful connection. They're very peaceful. They are telling me that it's going to be okay.
Mm-hmm.
That I can do this. I can be well. When Barbara said about you will harness the desert, that was for me. They wanted me to know that.
And what did they mean by that for you?
That my past is the desert, and it's exactly that. It's past. I will be able to harvest gems from that desert. That the trials that I've been through are the desert. And that I am on the path that I should be. And that I should not doubt. Take comfort in my power. Shine my light.
Excellent.
They're so peaceful and loving and I don't know, it's almost like grandma's hug, you know? Something old forgotten, remembered anew.
Yeah, I think the part about the desert was for everyone. I've been thinking about moving back to the desert, and I really like the grass, greenery, and so that's one of the things that I miss in the desert, even the green deserts. And I get the sense that the Hathors are saying that we can reconstruct the desert into beautiful grassy and growth field lands. And Thomas lives in New Mexico and is gathering together different living facilities to begin doing exactly what we're speaking of in communions. So I think that message was particularly pertinent to all of us. There's someone with some feedback static. Thank you. So, one thing I wanted you all to notice was something that Thomas said about their ears. If you could all tune into their ears and just look at them and feel how they hear, because it's mind-blowing. It's really beautiful. And then let me know what you see.
They hear in color.
Wow. That's interesting. Anyone notice anything else?
This is Mary Helen. It just appeared to be a narrow opening, and yet when you passed through that opening, it was almost a place of secrets to access that, to unfold those things.
Interesting. And what I noticed is that they're very deep listeners. They listen in a way that is all-encompassing. It's like their ears open up, and it reminds me of Yoda and Yoda ears. Very similar. And did anyone notice the staff that they carry?
What is the staff?
Whoever's got some noise, if you could *6 and mute, please. Go ahead and say hello to the staff and see what you see. And ask what it's for.
Mary Helen. Doesn't make sense to me. I don't know much about this staff other than it feels very, it has to do with empowerment, but it also has this feel of creation and of bringing forth the waters. I don't know what that means, but bringing forth this life force.
Mm-hmm. Well, ask them what it means. Anyone else?
Barbara here. I saw it look kind of like a crystal at the top of it. So the staff is like the body, the bottom part of wood, the top part of crystal that amplifies and picks up vibration and energy all at the same time.
Mm-hmm. It sounds like what you were talking about earlier with their intentions and having really strong intentions. And that's what I was seeing too, was a staff that can clear through the weeds, harvest what wonderful things there are to harvest, and also to clear through the weeds.
Yes, I forgot to mention I saw an eye below the crystal. So I think the eye was what you're saying. Seeing clearly through the weeds, like you said. So to see things clearly is a high level of being.
Mm-hmm. Well, it takes courage to call a spade, doesn't it? And yet that's part of us coming into our power, is we have to call things the way that we see them. We have to let go of fear and be forthright in our knowledge and call a spade a spade. It's part of having clear definition and being self-empowered, is to not be afraid to use our power and to be leaders. We must be leaders. Because if
we are, oh, sorry.
I was just going to say, because if not us, then who? What were you going to say?
Well, to see clearly and to call a spade, as you say, is essential to know what to prune also.
Exactly.
What to turn away from and what to turn toward.
Exactly. And this is what's important, is to have very good boundaries, to know what you want, so that you can turn away what's not what you don't want, what's not what you want. And to have that courage, that strength, and the wisdom. Did anyone notice what they look like? Small or big? Smooth or hairy?
Long flowing. Go ahead.
Yes. I'm sorry, I was just going to say they're rather large, but they're free-flowing.
You guys got it. They sure are.
Very smooth.
Yep. And do you see their bodies looking human, or what do you see them looking like? Animals?
I can't really tell this is man, they shift a lot. I just see a lot of white, and sometimes I see like a human type form, but there's also a rigid form in front that's kind of watching what's going on.
Is that
I think they're very much like us, that they change form according to the environment they're in.
Mm-hmm.
In their non-form, they're just flowing waves of energy.
Mm-hmm.
And when they take on a form, then they have a very expansive, wide head, very large ears. So that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I also saw their image of the body, so to speak, as kind of alabaster white.
Mm. Yeah, it's one thing I noticed about the Hathors years ago is how large they are, tall and lean.
Long limbs.
Mm-hmm. When I first met them, it was a little bit intimidating. But when you get to know them, they're so kind and so willing and gentle that it's not intimidating. Although you can tell that they're very strong when they need to be. Is there any more about their what would you call it? The shield that was a couple of people spoke about the shield that was protecting them.
This is Mary Helen. It just, as you say that, it feels like a doorway to me.
There's a doorway?
That opens and closes.
Ah. Nice. And does anyone want to channel or ask them what's the purpose of that doorway?
This is Barbara. Now, we have learned long ago to use our shields as a doorway, and we only let in that which is positive, and we let go very, very quickly of that which is negative. And we don't mess around, we mean business. We do it with intention. We don't lose our focus. And we've become quite skilled at that, which is the path you are now on. It is a wise soldier that carries a shield. It is a gentle saint that opens the door.
Hmm.
You are both. Be both.
Wow, I love that. That's fantastic. Isn't that great to have that permission? I think people feel so much guilt and shame by having good boundaries. And look at these Hathor. They don't get into any of that garbage. They just have the clarity and the purity to know that they must use discernment. That to me is so exciting.
suggest to me, too, Barbara here,
Yeah.
to try to live like that and not forget. It's not easy.
That's right.
But, hey, there it is.
Spelled out. It reminds me a lot of Archangel Gabriel and Archangel Michael. They're very much swordsmen, you know, there to protect, but also there to clear away that which is not needed. And the Hathors are, it seems like they have this down to an art. And it's something that's so normal and well understood for them. And you can see that they teach their children that from a young age, that there's no teaching, actually. It's just instilled in them. Okay, I'd like to wrap it up. Does anyone have anything they would like to add before we say goodbye to them?
Yeah, yes, to ask them, somebody who has a good connection, how we can best communicate with them on a regular basis.
Okay, so Thomas, this is your question to them. So ask them, how can we establish this amazing connection with you, Hathors? How can we do this? So go ahead, Thomas, this question is yours.
So, in terms of answering or in terms of asking?
Both. Ask and you shall receive.
Okay. So, I'm posing a question to the Hathors as to how I can open a channel that regularly comes through at an early time in the morning when things are silent. Some cue, some ritual, some mechanism that will smooth and easy open that channel. So in my question was part of the answer. Establish a regular time in a quiet time of the day, in a quiet place. Ask, and you will receive. And be open that it may not come when you want it. Use both your ears in an expanded listening capacity, knowing that may not come in the form that you're expecting it. That's it.
Nice. Good job. Excellent. And what you'll notice is that the quiet time and I saw a can to light a candle, all that is really for you, Thomas. It's not for them, because they're always omnipresent for you. Do I have some eyes from the rest of you? Did anyone else feel that same thing?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. I noticed Thomas first said in the dawn of the morning, and it felt true, that would be an especially powerful time because it will help program the mind for the whole day to be more open to that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, well, this is very exciting. Let's go run down through all of us and just say thank you, whatever you want to say to them. I'll start. I have so much love for you, Hathors. I'm so happy that we got together this evening to listen to all of your amazing, incredible insight, and I'm so grateful, not only for the Hathors, but for these beautiful channels here. Thank you. Amen. And let's pass the torch. Let's go to Thomas.
Extreme gratitude for the Hathors and for their stewardship in assisting all of humankind here at this very special sacred time to raise our frequencies and align with the divine and the universal and our own plan. That's it.
Okay, let's pass the torch to Barbara.
Yes. Thank you to the Hathors for your openness and your sharing, and especially for your encouragement and support. It is so great to know that you are there.
Yeah.
Thank you for the group that helped facilitate all this.
Let's go to Nan.
Amen.
I would like to thank them for their wisdom, their peace, and their wisdom and the encouragement that they gave us. I'm glad that we all came together as a group and were able to do this.
Thank you. Amber.
Thank you, Hathors, for your support and love and peace. Thank you, group.
And Mary Helen.
Well, the word newness comes up, that I am very grateful for this new awareness, the newness of this experience, the new awakenings, the seeds to be planted and brought to fruition. There's a lot of gratefulness for this gathering and for all of the group as well. Thank you.
Yay. Thank you all. Okay. Today, I think I remembered everyone, I hope. So go ahead and check your crown chakras and make sure that they're filled with your own beautiful, delightful energy. Say your name to yourself. And check in with your roots. You are part of this earth system. We are speaking to another system, so we want to really check our connections with the earth now. Let any old energy go down the grounding cord. And then say hello to this new amazing information, a new lifestyle really, a whole new way of living that I'm so eager and excited to begin. I'm so looking forward to living in a community, living healthy off the land, planting seeds, and sharing with my brothers and sisters. Does anyone want to say anything before we leave?
Oh, I just feel, thank you for that very ending, because I feel like my feet, I have an image of my feet just planted really solidly on the earth, much more than before we started the call. So I really appreciate that.
Good. Yeah, you sound deeper.
Yeah, that feels really, really great. That's all.
Thank you, Barbara.
Great call. Thank you.
Yeah, it was amazing. Thank you so much for your channeling, and thanks to everyone. Thomas, do you have any desire to tell people what you're up to?
Sure. Let's see. So, the idea here is to make available some high-end facilities that will create their own energy, grow their own food, but yet allow autonomy or individual expression and sovereignty in that structure, so that they have their own private space. We've got some brilliant sources for creating an abundant amount of energy. We have a device that comes in on a semi-truck trailer and will purify a couple 100,000 gallons an hour into medical-grade water, and in the process create 3 megawatts of electrical energy. And I don't know if people on the call are aware of how much electricity 3 megawatts consists of, but that's enough to power a small village. Maybe 50 to 100 houses. So there'll be extra electricity to sell back to the grid if necessary. Certainly to power a big greenhouse to grow food year-round. And electrical energy is the primary cost or overhead in a greenhouse operation. So if that variable is eliminated, then it's very easy to grow large quantities of food without interruption. The greenhouse operation will be an aquaponic structure. We've got them scheduled to go into Albuquerque, Iowa, and Canada right now, and they'll expand from there. But the facilities will offer people a chance to really find a place and raise their consciousness. We've been preparing for this, and I say we because I have several teams working on 4 primary areas. I have a team that's set up for healthcare and healing, a team that's set up for the aquaponics, a team that's set up for energy and water and food, and a division that's set up for housing and returning to more natural ways of structure, construction, and more natural living in a more simplistic but comfortable fashion. So integrating our modern technologies with the old flow and taking the best of both. There are several locations and structures. The one we're looking at right now is between Santa Fe and Albuquerque for this expression of what I just talked about. I think as that model plays out, we will become teachers of it. And the people that are in that community will play an important role in spreading this communal concept to other parts of the country that will be in great need of it. these facilities are outside of the metropolitan area to begin with, I think they'll be safer. And there's certainly more access to water and space.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can take some of the concepts and bring them into the city. But the excess produce can certainly be taken into the cities. But does anybody have any questions?
Yeah, do you need any help with all of this?
Well, it's funny because community living has, there's some very successful models like Finhorn, and there's others around the country, around the world. But communal living our consciousness hasn't quite been ready for successful models of, but I think it is now.
Yeah.
Now's the time to do it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I totally agree. People are wanting it. Wow.
Isn't that exciting?
Exciting. It is the beginning of the future. That's great. I applaud that.
Yeah. But seriously, Thomas, do you need, is there anything that I can do to help all of this?
Well, there's already some existing facilities, and all these facilities will ultimately be available for anyone who is looking to change their lifestyle. And if they're not comfortable in one location, they can always change to another location.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be, no rigidity to this. It's going to be flexible. We've been working quite a few years on procuring the funding to make all this a very comfortable process, because that's also been a obstacle to a lot of communities.
Mm-hmm.
Is lack of financing, and when they put these things outside of the city, where do people work? What do they do?
Right.
So, yes, we do need help. And this meeting around April 14th will play an important role in how that unfolds.
Uh-huh. Okay, great. And do you have ideas of the price that people will pay to live in this community?
In the beginning, the biggest need is going to be in just physical labor.
Mm-hmm.
And there'll be a list of positions,
Mm-hmm.
and you just choose how you fit.
Mm-hmm.
You'll have to bring, in the beginning, I think, a little bit of your own self-sufficiency. But I think the greatest amount of expense is going to be covered up front with the housing already existing, the land paid for. So there's no debt. There'll be no debt service for the property, other than maybe some minimal utilities and communications like internet and such.
So do you mean that people won't be paying rent, that they'll just be doing more labor?
Yes, in the beginning.
I see.
The greenhouse operation, we've got a complete full business plan on it, and a lot of it will be automated, but there'll still be requirements for people to pay attention to what's happening.
Sure.
And then there will be some outdoor gardening and planting seasonally.
Uh-huh.
And there'll be a few animals to take care of.
Uh-huh.
I don't know that everyone will be on a full vegetarian meal plan, but I believe that the food that is in these facilities is going to be of the highest quality.
Super. That's great.
So, and still open to suggestions. So,
how are you raising the funds in this initial setup? Is it by people buying into an investment in a company that?
That's the old structure. No buy-ins, no investments.
So how are you organizing the financing?
I prefer to talk to those who are real serious about participating that in private.
Okay.
Because it's already been procured and contracted, and it's being delivered as we speak into bank accounts. So,
well, it's really great. I mean, it sounds like this sort of thing is so new, but I hope it can be a model that starts to be replicated. You know,
yeah,
someone has to
the idea. That's right. The idea here is to take care of the 1% who are seeking higher consciousness and a safe environment to do so, and to quickly support that group as fast as we can go. And then a spill off of that will be like I'm doing right now. We still provide food and help to the 99%, especially the bottom 99%, those who are struggling for survival that don't have food. For instance, one of the projects for Albuquerque will be to provide food and sustenance to some orphanages that I support down in Juarez, and we're going to expand that operation and help raise their consciousness at the same time that we're giving them sustenance.
Super. Wow.
Congratulations.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Thomas, I'm sure many people on this call are very interested, so do let us know if there's anything that we can do to help. And as you know, I'm ready to move down there whenever you say go. So I'm ready.
Good. Well, there's existing facilities now that we can convert right now. We're not waiting for the acquisition, although this new acquisition of these properties will be the ideal situation, because we'll be starting from scratch with cleaning, energetically these properties, and their sole purpose will be to create these facilities that we just discussed.
Great.
Yeah.
All right.
Just
Well,
choose your place, choose your time. Okay, let's go.
I'm ready, like I said. So, if there's a place for me to put my horse with coyote fencing, then I'm ready to come.
Okay. The place up in the mountains has a corral and a barn that's coyote proof.
How far is that from Santa Fe?
That's 2.5 hours south of Albuquerque.
Oh, okay. So the one that's closer, that's in between Albuquerque and
It also has corrals and barns, but it needs a little bit of work, and it's an hour south of Albuquerque.
And
the new places that are being looked at right now are, you can look up on Google, it's on Algodones.
A-L or E-L?
Algodones.
Okay. Great.
And it's just north of Bernalillo.
Okay, great. Yeah, I'd like to live between those two cities. So that sounds perfect.
It's in the green belt right along the Rio Grande.
So does that mean it's green?
Wow. Sounds good. Sounds good for
Green desert.
All right, excellent. Okay, well, thank you all so much for this enlightening call, and I wish you a wonderful night, and we'll see you next time.
Next time. All right, thank you.
All right, take care, everyone. Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you, Robin. Thank you.
You're welcome. Good night.
Good night.
Night.